Hey folks, so I'm at the Secondhand Rose with Terry Torrance, which is located on 9243 Yelm Highway Southeast in Olympia, as I have been told. This is not in Yelm, this is actually in Olympia. And Terry, tell us a little bit about the building.
The building was the Freedom Community Hall, and it was built in the teens. They never got a permit for it. The farmers built the building, and it was used for weddings, for voting, for a community gathering hall, potluck and a dance every weekend, and like a Grange Hall. Same scenario as a Grange Hall.
So what all do you have here? I'm trying to catch in everything, and it's fairly difficult because you definitely use your art degree on stacking and packing in a way that actually works.
Yes, we do have a little bit of everything, but we prefer older stuff, you know, definitely on the antique side of things, and artwork. We repurpose a lot of things and turn old things into art as well. But
so let's take a look at some of the favorite pieces of art that we've got here. I'm these sort of nightmare doll lamps, which definitely look like something that would be around Halloween, but are extraordinarily cool when you take a look at them. So could you tell me a little bit about these guys?
Again, it's just repurposing things. I do have an art degree, and nothing gets thrown away. We reuse it and make different crazy art out of all of this stuff. Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit about your mosaic? I know that you have two mosaic pieces.
Yeah, mosaic, that kind of started with the Nisqually earthquake. I have a large store, a lot of pottery in here. I lost $3,000 worth of pottery during the Nisqually earthquake, and they always talk about the big one. And my wife says, what are you going to do when the big one hits? I said, well, I'll become a mosaic artist. What else could I do? And so they signed me up that Christmas, my wife and daughter, for a mosaic class downtown Olympia at the Painted Plate. And so with that, I started doing mosaics using old pottery and pieces and jewelry, and you name it, we can.
She looks like she's ready for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one here that caught my eye that I'd really like you to tell me about. Tell me about the costume jewelry.
In the antique business, you buy a lot of jewelry and you separate out the good stuff, but there's always some broken jewelry that gets thrown in a box.
Uh-huh.
And so this is made out of, I've been here 40 years, this is 40 years worth of broken jewelry all glued onto a mannequin with, again, mosaic pottery on the board behind it. But yes, there's some bling there for you.
Well, this is great, and this goes on and on forever. Part of antiquing is definitely the hunt, and I think you've mastered the hunt. So I have to ask the question we ask all of our potential vendors. What is the most fun, most weird, or most valuable thing you found out in the wild?
Probably the totem pole out over here, the 14-foot totem pole.
Okay, let's go take a look at that.
Native carved.
So what's
foot taller, wouldn't have made it in the building.
So what's the story behind the totem pole?
Found it on Craigslist. Isn't that where we find antiques these days?
I guess.
Yeah. It was carved by the Clayalum tribe up on the Olympic Peninsula, and it was in front of a hotel over one of the passes over the mountains. Not when I found it. It was in a warehouse for 30 years, and it belonged to this kid's grandpa, and grandpa died, and dad told him to sell it, and so I found it on Craigslist, and it's been brought back out to the light.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time out to visit us. Remember, it's on Yelm Highway, but it's located in Olympia. It's the Secondhand Rose, and hopefully we'll see you at the show. Thank you.
Right.